everyone, and welcome back to the Eye Candy Chess Project. So every week I'm pouring 2 new chess pieces and I am using the Eye Candy pigments, and together we're going to build a one-of-a-kind resin chess set from start to finish. And this week's colors are ready, the molds are waiting, and I can't wait for you to see how they turned out. So this week we are using the Aoi Hi Blue and Kamenbudokai, and that is almost a purplish color shift, and I am doing the bishops and the 2 pawns. Now you can see there I sliced my glove because there's a sharp piece on my paintbrush, but I thought I might as well just carry on. So those are the 2 colors, and I have to say that I really like, and I'm not going to say this name more than once. Maybe at the end I might attempt it again, but it is a really strange word to try and say. So I did say what it was in the beginning, but it is a purplish color shift. It's actually a really pretty color. I did have more purples and blues and greens than I did of the pinks. So I had to choose which colors for the blues and the greens and the purples I was going to use. So I did only end up using one that was more purple than the blues and the greens. So I will be using my other purples in other projects, but unfortunately, because there is only 4 of each color, that I only managed to use one of the purplish of the Eye Candy pigments. So here, as usual, like I have been doing in all the other projects or all the other episodes, I am putting the pigment powder into clear resin and mixing it up, and I dust the actual bishops with the pigment powder. But for the pawns, I don't dust them out. I just pour in the colored resin. And you can definitely see the difference between the pieces that have been dusted with the pigment powder and the pawns that don't have the powder that has been dusted. So there is a difference. And if you are using a normal mold and you want the color to be more prominent, then dusting the mold with the powder definitely does bring the color out more, and you do notice the color shift a lot more than when you just pour it in like I'm doing here into the pawn. And again, in the last episode, I had the head pop off my pawn, and I still don't know why some of them, the heads pop off and some of them they don't, because I do try and get all the air bubbles out of the pawn, because it does have a little round ball, and then there is quite a noticeable gap between the ball and the rest of the actual pawn, and that is where it seems to pop off, and it doesn't stick to the rest of the actual piece. So sometimes the heads pop off and sometimes they don't. I just use my super glue and I stick them back on. You can't even notice once it's done. So here I'm using the Aoi Hi Blue. It's a really deep blue. It's really a beautiful blue if you like blue colors. Again, I'm just dusting the bishop with the actual pigment powder, and again, I won't do that to the pawn because, like I said before, I want to just see what the difference is between the ones that are dusted and the ones that aren't dusted. But this blue is beautiful. It's a deep royal blue. It almost looks velvety. It's such a pretty color. It really is. But that's, again, if you like the color blue. Again, giving it a good stir so that you don't get any powder puffs. As I have mentioned, probably in the other episodes and probably in my other videos, you can mix your pigment powder or your marker powder with some 99% alcohol in a little separate container and give that a good stir, and then add the paste of the pigment powder to your clear resin, or you can add a little bit of the clear resin to your paste that you've done and then transfer that into your clear resin and then give it a stir. It does mix it quicker, I would say, and probably less micro bubbles. But with this project, I wasn't worried about micro bubbles. You don't normally get that many noticeable micro bubbles when you are using the colored pigment. It's normally when you have clear that you notice them more than anything else. So here I was just filling up and again trying to get rid of that little air bubble in the pawn, hoping his head wouldn't pop off like they normally do. And then I was ready to get them to set overnight. Again, as I have mentioned in the others, you can use a long neck lighter to get rid of your air bubbles, or you can spray it with your 99% alcohol. It's entirely up to you, but if you are using your lighter, just be very careful not to touch the silicone mold with your lighter, because unfortunately it can end up sticking to the actual resin, and then you will damage the mold. So I just sprayed it with some 99% alcohol, and then I left them overnight to cure, because I didn't want them to be soft when I took them out of the mold, because they are quite difficult, some of them, to get out the mold, because there are quite a lot of places where they are quite narrow. Now this little pawn, he popped out beautifully, and look at that gorgeous color blue. It's velvety and it really is a pretty color. And then the bishop, which was dusted with the pigment powder. The ones that aren't color shift, you don't notice that much of a difference between the dusted and the not dusted. There I was just showing that some of the pigment powder had stayed, and his little bobble at the end was not as perfect as it could have been, but it was fine. And then obviously I had to try and clean that out, but it was fine. And then there you can see there's not that much of a difference, but there is a slight difference in the color between the one that's dusted and the one that isn't dusted. And then this is the purple color shift. It's such a pretty color, and I was hoping his head didn't come off, and it didn't. So both of these I managed to save the heads, and you can actually see it's a pinky, bluey, purpley. It's a really pretty color shift. And in the actual main bishop piece, you can notice the color shift a lot more than in the pawn, and that is because I dusted the piece with the powder before I poured it on. And again, his little head, his little dot on the top of his head, it was a little bit better than the blue. But there you can see there is a noticeable difference between the color shift on the bishop as to the pawn. So there we go. Those are our two colors, the Aoi Hi Blue and the Kamenbudokai. There we go. I said it. And look how pretty those are. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So thanks again for joining me for episode 4 of my Eye Candy Chess project. I hope you enjoyed seeing this week's colors. They really do come to life. These colors are absolutely gorgeous. And let me know in the comments which of these 2 was your favorite. And then next Saturday, I'll be back with 2 more colors and 2 more pieces. And this is the pinks and the yellows and the golds that we're starting. So I hope that if you haven't watched the first 3, go and take a look, and then you can also be part of making our one-of-a-kind chess set. So here are the first set of colors, our greens, our blues, and a little bit of purple. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode, and I hope you will join me next week. And until next time, have a great one.